In the Old West of America, bathrooms were quite different from modern facilities. Many places lacked indoor plumbing, so outhouses or pit toilets were common. These were simple, often small structures located outdoors. They usually consisted of a hole in the ground with a wooden seat and minimal privacy. Indoor plumbing and more advanced sanitation systems became more widespread as technology and infrastructure improved over time.
In the 19th century American frontier, the concept of modern bathrooms that we are familiar with today was a distant luxury. In many towns and settlements, indoor plumbing was non-existent and basic sanitation facilities were a far cry from what we have now.
Most people relied on outhouses, also known as privies or outhouse toilets. These were small, simple structures located a short distance away from homes or businesses. They were usually made of wood and had a small, cramped design. Inside, there was typically a wooden bench with a hole in the center. Below the hole was a pit that would collect waste. Privacy was minimal in these outhouses, as there were often gaps between the wooden slats or boards that made up the walls. In some cases, a moon-shaped cutout was made on the door to provide ventilation and a small amount of light. These structures were often shared by multiple households or even an entire community. Given the harsh conditions and limited resources of the time, hygiene practices were quite different from what we consider standard today. People used items like corn cobs, old newspapers, leaves, or rags as makeshift toilet paper. These materials were not very effective or comfortable, highlighting the challenges people faced in maintaining cleanliness. As settlements grew and technology advanced, there were attempts to improve sanitation. Some wealthier homes in towns might have had rudimentary indoor plumbing, with water pumped in from wells and drainage systems to carry waste away from the house. However, this was far from the norm, and many people still relied on outdoor facility. It wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that more significant advancements in sanitation, plumbing, and public health practices began to take shape. Indoor plumbing became more common, and sewer systems were gradually established in towns and cities, helping to mitigate many of the hygiene issues faced during the Old West era. In essence, the bathroom facilities of the Old West were a reflection of the challenges and limitations of the time. While they might seem primitive compared to today's standards, they were a necessary part of everyday life on the frontier.